warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Isuf Ben Nazri. My matrix number is 2102024020012, and I study at course BHCM, Bachelor in Human Capital Management. I take for the subject occupational safety and healthy and health, and the code for the subject is BHR 20303. So topic I would like to present today is evaluating and design safety strategies in online food delivery service. Okay, we're going to the next slide. Okay, before I start our presentation, I would like to introduce about the table of content. What I want to present today. The first one is introduction about food delivery and this practice. Okay. The next one is evaluation of existing safety practice. How I evaluate about the weakness, about the strength, and my recommendation about this practice. And the third one is identification gaps and challenge for this practice, and for this industry. And the last one, strategies for improvement. Okay, we're going to the next slide. Right now, we are on introduction page. The online food delivery industry has experienced significant growth over the past decade, driven by technological advancement, urbanization, and changing consumer preference. With the rise of digital platform and mobile application, customer can conveniently order meal from a wide range of restaurants and have them delivered to their doorstep. Major players in the industry include global platforms such as Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Deliveroo. And to be specific, in our country, we have GrabFood, we have Foodpanda, and we have Shopee Food, as well as regional and local delivery service. The industry thrives on speed, efficiency, and convenience, making it an essential service in modern urban life. Okay, we're going to the next slide. So we into evaluation and existing practice, which is in this slide, in this part, I find the weakness and I find the strength of this practice, and also I give a recommendation. Okay, the first one I want to present about strength of this practice. The first one is implementation of basic safety measure. Many food delivery platforms have introduced mandatory helmet policy, accident insurance, and GPS tracking to ensure rider safety. Some companies provide protective gear to enforce traffic rules to reduce accident risk. Okay, for example, in India, Zomato and Swiggy offer accident insurance for delivery rider, covering hospitalization and medical expenses. The next point is technological integration for risk reduction. AI-based route optimization and real-time traffic updates help minimize accident by directing rider through safer and less congested routes. I will give an example like Meituan. Meituan in Chinese use AI to suggest alternative delivery paths to reduce exposure to high-risk area. We don't know. Some area have the car is so over the speed limit, so AI can help the rider to find the safety path. Okay. The next point is health and hygiene protocols, especially post COVID-19. During the COVID-19 pandemic, companies introduced contactless delivery, sanitization kits, and temperature checks to protect both customer and rider. For example, Uber Eats provide PPE kit and mandatory daily health check before rider could log in. Okay, this is the strength. We're going to the weakness. The first one weakness is lack employment, protection, and benefits. Many delivery rider work as gig worker, meaning they lack social security benefits such as sick leave, paid vacation, and long-term health insurance. I will give an example for this point. In Europe, many Deliveroo is the application, food delivery application. Rider protest against lack of stable contacts and demand employment benefits. The next one is high work pressure and unsafe condition. Rider often face tight delivery deadlines, which force them to speed, ignore traffic rules, and work in extreme weather condition. That's happened to all drivers also in our country. For example, I give an example for in Indonesia, delivery worker for Gojek report being forced to deliver in dangerous weather to meet driven efficiency target. And the next point is inefficient training program. Many companies do not provide adequate safety training, leaving rider vulnerable to accident and workplace violence. For example, a study found that in Malaysia, in our country, only 20% of food delivery drivers receive official safety training before starting work. So we need to take point on this point. And the last one is physical and mental health risk. Riders experience fatigue, stress, and long working hours, often without breaks or support system. I give an example in India, revealed that a lot of drivers work over 20 hours a day, leading a mental burnout. So that's why we need to take note about our physical and mental health risk. Okay, we're going to the next slide, which is my recommendation about OSH improvement. Okay, the first one is stronger legal framework. Government shall enforce labor law that recognize food delivery driver as formal employees rather than contract worker, ensuring social security, healthcare, and pensions. That is because a lot of our delivery driver right now is a gig worker. The second one is improve safety training and equipment. Companies shall provide regular training on road safety, conflict management, and first aid while ensuring high quality safety gear for rider. Okay, the next point is flexible work hours and rest break. As we know, we all want to what we call work-life balance. So regulations shall limit the number of continuous working hours to prevent overwork and exhaustion. Platform can introduce mandatory rest periods for rider. And the last point for my recommendation is pay compensation and risk allowance. Riders should receive higher base wage with additional pay for working in hazardous condition, such as heavy rain, traffic congestion, and night shift. So this point, it has, dia sudah terjadi in our country, Malaysia. The company is Grab Food around 2020, 2022. The compensation so low for the riders. So to the all company food delivery need to take note and on this point. Okay. After I evaluate, we're going to the identification gaps and challenge for this practice or for these topics. Okay. We're going to the gaps from this practice. Gaps, the first one is health risk and poor quality work life. Sorry. The first point is lack of financial stability and job security. Riders face a declining wage over time. The average earning dropped significantly, making it difficult to sustain a living. Frequent penalty and unfair pay structure also reduce the income, often leading to financial distress. Next point is exposure of road accident and unsafe working condition. Third point is financial instability and unfair pay structure. And the last point is indicate safety training and emergency support. Safety training, we have discussed from the first slide and second slide about the weakness and strengths recommendation. Safety training are very, very important to driver, food delivery driver because they use a motorcycle and very dangerous, very dangerous if they don't have knowledge about safety. They don't have knowledge about emergency support, everything like that. Okay. Right now we're going to the challenge. Challenge about this point, this topic. The first one is physical occupational hazard. Riders work in high-risk conditions, facing extreme weather, traffic congestion, and exposure to accident. Some riders have suffered bodily harm during death, yet companies provide little to no compensation for such accident. So this is the risk and the challenge. They need to know if they want to be a food delivery driver. That's why they need to learn. They need to know how to safety about the safety lah. Okay, the next one is fear of theft and assault. We know not all country in the world, especially Malaysia, not all the place are safe, especially late night drive. A lot of drunk people, a lot of assault in late night. So that's why this is very important. Then they really need to know about this risk if they want to be food delivery driver. And the last one is mental and emotional stress. As we know, delivery food driver right now they don't have specification time to their work when they need to start to log in and when they need to rest and when they need to clock out. So this is the biggest challenge actually for them because yeah, as we know, mental health, emotional stress is very important, especially to my life. Okay, we're going to the next slide. That is strategy for implementation. Okay, I give three strategy here. The first one, AI-driven safety monitoring and smart scheduling. Strategy overview, tracking rider fatigue level using real-time biometric data and AI alerts, providing dynamic route optimization and avoid high-risk accident-prone areas, and implementing smart shift allocation to prevent overworking and ensure rest period. So how we implementation this uh, this strategy, this idea. Companies can integrate AI-driven tracking system in rider application to monitor speed, reaction time, and fatigue indicator. Mandatory rest alerts can be enforced after a set number of hours on the road. Real-time traffic analysis can help rider avoid congested and hazard route. So, my justification. Research support studies show that long working hours can indicate race contribute to higher accident rates among riders. Implementing intelligent scheduling and AI power monitoring can reduce road accident risk by 40%. According to transportation safety research. Furthermore, AI-driven navigation reduce delivery delay and stress, improving both safety and efficiency. Okay, we're going to the next strategy and next idea for my strategy is comprehensive insurance and financial security program. So the overview from this strategy: accident and health insurance covering medical expenses and income loss due to injuries. Emergency saving program with company match contribution, minimum guarantee, earning to ensure income stability. So how the implementation for this strategy? Companies must provide riders with accident insurance that covers hospitalization, cost, and loss wages. A micro saving program can be integrated into riders' earning, allowing small deduction toward an emergency fund. And performance link safety bonus can incentive careful driving and adherence to traffic laws. And my last strategies is mandatory OSH training and company accountability policies. Strategy overview: compulsory OSH training program covering road safety, emergency responses, and customer interaction. Company accountability measure making platform responsible for rider safety. Anonymous reporting mechanism for workplace issue, including harassment and unfair treatment. So how we implementation? How we implementing this strategy? Pre-employment safety certification shall be required before riders begin work. Periodic refresher training sessions shall be conducted to update rider on safety protocols. OSH compliance audit can track improvement in accidents, rates, and workplace safety. So that is my strategy that I can give. And also, thank you. That's it from me.